Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for the month of June or whenever this video might find you. Before we jump into it today, I have something a little different for us. If you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm a spiritual mentor and a shamanic healer, and I do these videos here on YouTube at least once a month. And I've also got some health and fitness stuff and some guided meditations here on my channel as well. And what I'm going to be doing differently is actually sharing a message from the Animal Spirit Guide Animal Spirit Guide book by Stephen Farmer. And the reason for that is because I have this crow that will not leave me alone since I started filming these videos a couple of days ago. So this crow decided to leave me a feather on my back deck, which is crazy because I have Great Danes and they like to suntan on the back deck. So they're out there all the time when the weather is nice. We go for walks in the woods, we go for hikes, and then they just sleep for the whole rest of the day. So they spend a lot of their time on the back deck. So typically birds do not like to spend time on my back deck because they don't like my dogs. But this crow has been persistent the last few days. So there's definitely a message in here for all of us. Let me just use a little bit of Palo Santo first to raise our energy of our physical bodies, our energy bodies, and our environment. Remember, you don't have to be in the presence of the smoke or the smell of the Palo Santo because it's neither one of those things that affects our energy, but it's actually the spirit of the Palo Santo tree. So thank you, Sacred Palo Santo, for showing up for us today and raising our energy. And let's see what the crow says. So the crow says, you're on the Virgin, that's interesting that came out. I feel like there's something new and fresh and innocent that's coming through for you this month. You're on the verge of manifesting something that you've been working on for a while. It, again, feels very new, very innocent. Be very watchful over the next couple of days for any clear omens or signs that will guide you and teach you. Expect a big change very soon. You've noticed something that's out of balance or an injustice that hasn't been addressed, and it's important to speak up about it. And also, you're about to get a glimpse into some future events that affect you directly. Now, maybe you've heard already that June is looking to be one of the most lucky months of the year. If you watch a lot of astrologists here or other tarot readers, then I'm sure you've heard those messages over and over and over again. And it feels like there's definitely something lucky here for you. And it feels like something new, something fresh. So maybe you've been working on manifesting things into your life. Let's see what is the primary energy for the Libra collective for the month ahead, please. Oh, I feel like there's two there. Okay, look at this. And validating the message from the crow, we've got the increase card. So you've already learned how to manifest something into your life, and there's something more coming in for you in the month ahead. So this is really exciting. And then the second message that we get is inner child. So I feel like the key to this manifestation is connecting with your inner child. And I feel like for some of you, there could be something here around worthiness. Maybe you have really struggled with manifestation because you're not sure if you're worthy of your desires. So connecting with that inner child and letting her know that of course she or he or they are worthy. You're healing old emotional wounds that I feel are really connected in and tied into this ability to manifest for this month ahead. Now I'm reading cards today from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck. This is by Kelly Smith. I love this Oracle deck. I will have the link for it down below in the description box. I call it my OG deck because I've used it the longest. I use it in my one-on-one sessions. I use it in the retreats that I host. I use it with my 16-week program clients. I use it in my masterminds, my master classes. I do also call it my tough love deck because it does exactly that. It calls us on our shit only when we need it though, right? And if you're joining me for the extended at the end, I will pull some more cards here first, but if you're joining me for the extended reading at the end, I'll also pull some messages from one of the goddess oracles. This is by Colette Baron Reed. And then I'm also going to pull an archangel and a crystal message here from the Inspire, Change, and Healing with Divine Crystal Vibration Oracle. This one's by Cindy Smith. I don't know what it is about these ladies whose last names end with Smith, but I really like their oracle decks, so we're going to stick with those. The link not only for these oracle decks will be down below in the description box, but so will that link to join the extended reading. What I love so much about the extended reading is not only do you have access to that, but by joining the extended reading, you are joining the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership. So we'll meet twice a month on Zoom as well. Why do I keep tripping up my words in this reading? I feel like there's something here for you around communication this month, Libra. I haven't been tripping up my words at all. I've been doing these recordings for the last couple of days here, and I have not tripped up my words like this with any other sign, but I keep doing it with you. So it really does feel like there's something here around communication for this month. Maybe you're struggling with communication yourself. I would recommend that you really tap into that throat chakra. So sometimes what I like to do is I will eat blue foods, like, blueberries, purple yams, things like that. I will also activate my my throat chakra by using the ring finger of my left finger and making some figure eights here on the throat chakra. I'll wear blue clothes. I'll work with blue crystals. Lapis lazuli is a really beautiful one that I like. You could even use some blue lotus oil. I know that's kind of hard to find, but I like it. I love blue lotus oil. Let's see what will be the biggest challenge for the Libra collective in the month ahead, please. The biggest challenge. Limiting beliefs. Okay, we got this card as well. I say we, Virgo. The Virgo collective got this limiting beliefs card as well. Now, the fact that you're getting the inner child card as one of your primary energies and the limiting beliefs card, it really feels like you're going back and you're really unpacking a lot of stuff from the past here in the month ahead. And I think this is a beautiful thing. If we can release these limiting beliefs, if we can heal these old emotional wounds from our childhood, connect with that inner child, we can really align with our higher timelines, right? A lot of what keeps us back is ourself. We have these limiting beliefs not only from our own personal experiences in our childhood and maybe even in past lives, but our beliefs typically are not even ours at all. They're beliefs that are passed down to us through generations from our ancestors, from our community, from our upbringing, from even our geographical place of birth. Sometimes our limiting beliefs are connected in with our gender or our socioeconomical status or our age or anything like that. So this is a good opportunity for you. Reprogramming our limiting beliefs, it's not an easy thing, but we have a lot of beautiful opportunities that are very supportive. We've got this full moon on June 11th. I really love to work with the moon cycles when I'm working on releasing things and healing, because the full moon, it can illuminate our shadow for us, right? So there's lots of different ways that you can do a full moon ritual. Really what works best for you is what resonates most with you. What I like to do is light that white candle and cleanse and ground and protect my energy and hop in a pink Himalayan salt bath. I really love pink Himalayan salts way more than Epsom salts because they connect us with the Himalayan mountains, and mountains are some of the oldest, most knowledgeable, most powerful spirit guides and allies that we could possibly have. So pink Himalayan salt baths can be beautiful. Take your crystals outside and charge them. You could have a fire to transmute energy. You could write down some of your limiting beliefs and burn them in the fire. I personally love to pull oracle cards, journal, meditate, and journaling can be really effective on the full moon, especially because we're getting everything from our head, out of our head and out onto paper. Again, moving that energy, releasing those limiting beliefs. I am also getting recognition for you as well. Now, this is card 33, a master number, and what do threes represent? Balance, mind, body, and soul. It's saying that someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do, but Libra, I feel like that someone is likely very much you. I feel like a lot of you are going to resonate with that. Like, you're doing the hard work, you're reprogramming those limiting beliefs, you're working with your inner child, you're healing those old emotional wounds. But let's not forget that the other primary energy that came through for you was increase. You are learning how to manifest. You have the evidence. You've already manifested things into your life. Maybe there's more that you're desiring, that you're calling into your life, and these limiting beliefs are making you feel that, it's not coming your way. But I want you to look at the evidence of what you've already manifested into your life up to this point. Everything else in your life has worked out for you up until this point. There are challenges that you've had in the past that you weren't sure if you were going to make it through them, but you did, didn't you? Right? So this recognition card is about recognizing yourself for how far you've been able to come in your journey. And we don't do that as often as we could. right? We don't do that as often as we could. Sometimes it's easier to recognize others. And, this is going to hit every Libra differently, especially depending on where you're listening for. Like, you could be listening for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, or anywhere else in your chart for that matter. And I do encourage you to, go back and look at those other points in your chart and watch the videos for them and see what messages are resonating with you the most. There could be some crossover between them as well. But again, Libra, this recognition card, for some of you, it could be about recognizing someone else who in your life might need recognition right now. But I feel like for most of you, that's within yourself. This is really a card about self-love and self-value for you anyways, for this month. I feel like I'm getting a different energy from this card than I've ever really picked up before. It's very crystal clear that the majority of you are needing to recognize yourself more than anything. What will help the Libra collective align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline in the month ahead, please? Okay, I'm feeling 2 again. Why do you keep getting 2 cards? Interesting. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful supportive energy here for you. So we've got heavenly helpers. So you are being guided by your spirit guides, your spirit allies, your higher self, your angels, your past loved ones, right? The Heavenly Helpers card says your spiritual team is actually guiding you through a difficult situation. So again, releasing these limiting beliefs, working with that inner child, healing those old emotional wounds. You've got support from the spirit realm, okay? You've got support. Trust that support. The other card that came in alongside that is mentor. So, someone is able to guide you. You don't have to do this on your own. You don't have to be in this journey alone. Maybe there's someone that you watch online that really resonates with you and you follow their stuff and that really helps you feel good. Maybe you're reading books and a particular author is really helping you. Maybe you are meant to work with a guide. Maybe you are meant to work with a coach. Maybe you are meant to work with a healer. Hey, maybe I am your coach. Who knows? Who knows? I believe if we're meant to work together, we will. And if we're not, we won't. So there's never any pressure for me. But if you are feeling called to my energy and you are looking for a coach, I offer a 16-week program to women only. And that might be something that feels aligned for you. But regardless of whether it's me or somebody else, there's definitely somebody who is being put on your path right now to help guide you back home to yourself, really. I mean, that's what any good coach does. It's like, I'm not here to teach you the way. I'm here to remind you how to get back in touch with your true self, because your true self knows the way. Your higher self knows the way. The true version of you, not the version of you that has been disconnected because of these limiting beliefs, not the version of you that has forgotten who they are because of these inner child wounds, but the actual true you, your higher self, your true self, the version of you that is in alignment with the desires that you have for yourself. Because let's be real, we wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't meant for us, right? Let's see if there's one more card for the Libra collective, and then I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this on the extended reading. Now, if this is resonating with you so far, I would so appreciate any likes that you want to throw down there. You guys know how the algorithm works, right? The more people who like it, the more people who will see it, the more people who see it, the more likely I am to keep showing up for these and come back again next month. And if you're really feeling drawn to my energy and you want to make sure you get the next videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you hit the bell right next to it, the notification bell, then you'll be notified when I do post more videos. Let's see what's the final energy for the Libra collective for the month ahead, please. Okay, I'm getting time to lighten up. So whatever this is, I mean, it just really feels like you're doing a lot of inner work. That's all. So don't take it so seriously. And I mean, trust me, I resonate with this card myself. I also have a Scorpio moon, so I go deep. I go very, very, very deep, and I love going deep. That intensity is something I appreciate about myself and I value about myself. I know not everybody's meant to go deep, but I go deep. So I've actually pulled the time to lighten up card for myself quite a bit when I'm in a chapter of my life where I am going deep and I am healing these inner child wounds and I am releasing limiting beliefs, and it can be intense. So the time to lighten up card says, like, find time for joy, for laughter, for play. We don't have to take life so seriously all the time. Okay, Libra, how can you do that? Can you literally go to a park and play? You got the inner child card, so there's definitely something here about laughter and joy and fun and play. Can you, I love to go paddleboarding and I love to bring my daughter, and she usually brings a friend too. And, way back when we'd go out in the water and she'd be like, come swimming, come swimming. I'm like, no, I don't want to get my hair wet. I have eyelashes on. I don't want to go in the water. I'll just watch you. I'll just watch you. And now I'm way more likely to be like, okay, fine. And I'll go in the paddleboard and I'll put everything up and I'll jump in the water and I'll play with her. And, part of what made me not want to play before I came to realize was, it felt uncomfortable because nobody played with me when I was little. Right? Like I didn't have a parent that played with me. So when my daughter wanted to play with me, it really highlighted those wounds, those abandonment wounds, those neglect wounds, those rejection wounds. And another thing that I always get when I receive the Time to Lighten Up card for myself is, like go to a comedy show or put on a comedy show on Netflix or something, but do something to make yourself laugh, to lighten up so it doesn't feel so serious all the time. So that is my message for you for the month ahead. I do hope to see you on the extended reading. Like I said, you can check out the link to join me down below in the description box. And not only will you get the extended reading where I will clarify these, I'll dive into some additional oracle decks, but then we'll also get to be in each other's energy on our bi-monthly Zoom videos. So I do hope to see you there. Libra, you have a beautiful month ahead.